On this video, I'm going to show national chapters on how you can enter your sponsorship commitments and also take credit card donations for any sponsorship gifts that you receive. First thing you want to do is log into Luminate, and then you want to run a report. So go to Data Management, go to Reports, go to Report Writer, go to Syndicated Reports, and you want to scroll down to report number 17, all companies in Constituent 360, and click Run Report. What we want to do here is find all the companies that are already in our chapter and see if they're there, and we'll get their contact ID. So go ahead and run the report as normal, run it immediately. And it just takes a couple minutes to run. Once the report is done, it will pop up. You can get the information from here, you can print it out, you can also download it into a CSV file if you would like. So we're going to look for our sponsorship. I'm going to find Ameren. I'm going to highlight the contact ID. Go ahead and right click and hit copy. And now I'm ready to enter my sponsorship commitment. So what I'll do next is go to Fundraising, TeamRaiser, and I want to go to my walk event that I'm entering this for. Find that, and then under Actions you want to click Manage. Then you want to go over to where it says Event Gifts, and you want to check and make sure it hasn't already been entered. So I do not see any gifts entered from Ameren. So I will go over on the left-hand side under Related Actions and click Record Event Donation. I will click Search for Existing Donor. And here where it says Constituent ID, I will Control-V, paste that ID in there. And then I will click Search. Scroll down a little bit and then you'll see that it popped up Ameren. I'll go ahead and select it. And then I can put in the amount that they are committing to do as a sponsor. So they are going to do $1,000. Very important for gift category that you do sponsorship. We don't do anything with 4, 5, or 6. If the company is going to pay by credit card, you can go ahead and take that information. So just do the radio button credit card. It's going to ask for the credit card number and the expiration date and hit process. And then you are done. You have taken that payment and you have received their commitment. If they are just doing a commitment now and will be paying later, what you will do is go ahead and mark it as check. Very important to mark payment status as unconfirmed because you do not have the money in hand yet. Leave check number blank because you do not have the money. And then click Process. And now you have entered a sponsorship commitment for Ameren for $1,000. Now, if you want to enter a new sponsor, so you've been out there hitting the pavement really hard getting new sponsors there, and they're not in your list, how can you enter a new one? So let me show you how you can do that. So what you want to do is go to Constituent 360, go to Constituents, and then you want to click on where it says here, Add Company's Organization. Here you'll want to put in the organization name, and then put in all the information you have on it. A lot of companies have the same names or similar names, so make sure you're putting in the correct addresses. Once that's entered, then you can go ahead and hit Save. And now I've added a new company. So to get their constituent ID, I can either run that report again, or I can just go to Constituent 360, click on Constituents, and then in the last name, I will put in the company name. Go ahead and click Find, and that pulls it up here, and I can either click View or Edit, and then you'll see the contact ID. So go ahead and highlight the contact ID, Right click and copy. And now we can enter another commitment. So to do that, you're going to go back to fundraising, go to TeamRaiser, find your event, click manage, go to event gifts, double check that it has not been entered already. Go to related actions, click record event donation. Search for the existing donor. Paste in their constituent ID. Click search. Scroll down a little bit. Once you find them, go ahead and hit select. So this person is also going to give me $1,000 for a commitment. Very important on gift category, mark that it is sponsorship. We do not do anything with number 4, 5, or 6. This is a commitment. I don't have the money on hand yet, so I'll just mark check. Very important, payment status is unconfirmed. I'm just entering the commitment, so my thermometer goes up on my walk site. And then I'll click process. And so now you can see I have entered a commitment for Herod Law Firm for $1,000. So you may have that they've done the commitment for $1,000 and they come back and like, I can do this in 2 different payments with credit card. So how can you do that? So what you want to do then is you're going to have to reject this payment, this commitment here, so that then you can take their payment. So if they're going to come back now with a credit card for $500, what you would do is go back in here, go ahead and reject this one, because that's for $1,000 and you kind of already marked check, so you can't change that. So you go back to record event donation, search for that existing donor, put in their constituent ID, click search, find them, go ahead and hit select. And so Herod Law Firm now is going to go ahead and pay me $500 on a credit card. And then I'll make sure gift category is sponsorship. We still don't do anything with 4, 5, or 6. Payment method is going to be credit card. I will then take their credit card number and put in their expiration date and then click process. Now I have received $500 of that commitment, but remember they said they were going to do $1,000, but they're going to do that in another payment too. So for my thermometer to be right for how much that they have committed to, I will enter another $500 unconfirmed gift. So what I will go ahead and do, is click record event donation. I will search for that existing donor, put in their constituent ID, click search. Once I find them, go ahead and hit select. And then I will put in that rest of that commitment, which was $500 is left. Very important for gift category to mark sponsorship. We don't do anything with 4, 5, or 6. I haven't received this yet, so I'll just go ahead and mark check, leave that check number blank. Remember, payment status is unconfirmed because I don't have the money yet. It is just a commitment, and I'll click process. All right, so I changed that $1,000 commitment to that $500 credit card. I took part of that, and then I made another $500 unconfirmed gift waiting until I'll receive the credit card payment for that. All right, so this is how you can do it. So it's very important to check on your unconfirmed gifts, make sure that Donor Services is getting that all processed for you. So you'll want to run this report here. It's going to be under Data Management. Click Reports, Report Writer, Syndicated Reports, and it's going to be number 16. So Walk Sponsorship Report. And then this report, you pick which event that you want to run it on, pick which event that you want, click Finish and run the report as normal. Run the report immediately. It'll just take a moment or two for it to run, and then it will pop up. You can also print this out, download it as a CSV file too. But this report will give you the payment status. So here's where you will want to check on those unconfirmed, and if they've been sitting out there a while and you have sent in the payment through a check and all of that stuff, you can check with donor services on the status of that. So thank you for participating in this training.